Pooja, Jagadish Kumar, Sangeeta, Suresh, Sanket, Abhishek. Okay, so today topic we are going to discuss about EBS volume. EBS, Elastic Block Storage. So first, before discussing about EBS volumes, we are going to discuss about types of storage. Types of storage. Guys, most probably maximum will have many types, but three types we are going to discuss. Three types of storages we are going to discuss. Let's see guys here. Block storage, file storage, and object storage. So those three types of storages are important for us. So block storage, file storage, and object storage. Block storage, best example, our hard disk. In our laptop, we'll have hard disk, right? That is a best example for block storage. File storage, best example, share folder. We are going to create the share folder into the Windows. We are going to store the data into the share folder. So with the help of the share folder, we are going to share the data between machines. Yes, no. So first, block storage means our hard disk. Best example is our hard disk. Coming to file storage, our share folder is a best example for file storage. Object storage. Object storage means best example, Google Drive. Got it, guys? Best example, Google Drive. So with the help of Google Drive, we are going to share the data from anywhere. Yes, no. I'm trying to sharing those all the documents with the help of Google Drive only. So Google Drive is a best example for object storage. Objects means it may be images, PDFs, files, videos, whatever if you want to can. So store into Google Drive, that is object storage. Let's see here. Coming to block storage, usually we are going to install the operating system into block storage. In hard disk itself only, we are going to install the operating system. Got it, guys? In hard disk itself only, we are going to install the operating system. So coming to file storage, we are unable to install the operating system into the share folder. So we have share folder, right? Inside the share folder, we are unable to install the operating system, but we can share the data. We can share the data from one machine to another machine through network, LAN. For example, assume that we have 10 machines into our classroom. Those all the 10 machines, it's connecting with the help of a network. Few cables we are going to establish, and then we deploy a network between the 10 machines, right? So now what we are doing, we are trying to sharing the data from one mission to another mission in a local environment itself only, right? That is called file storage, right? Object storage means you can share anything with the help of Google Drive. Google Drive is a best example for object storage. Guys, coming to cost, it's a bit expensive. Got it, guys? It's a bit expensive. Hard disk is expensive only now. If you need to purchase the hard disk, 2 TB hard disk, maybe people they're charging 10,000 rupees like that. And here also expensive in the sense we are going to create this file into the hard disk itself only now. Share folder. Okay. And here it's very cheaper. Coming to Google Drive. So by default, they are going to provide the 15 GB free for us. It's cheaper. So got it, guys. Performance wise, flight means we have the quick response into hard disk. You can store the data, you can retrieve the data from the hard disk. Compared to file storage and object storage, we are going to get the quick response. So that's why we have flight symbol here. Right, guys? Coming to file storage, what is this? Bus. Bus means little bit slow. Compared to hard disk, file share folder is a little bit slow. And then compared to object storage, without internet, you are unable to access the Google Drive. So if the internet, if it is very slow, then always you are going to face the issues. So that's why we have cycle symbol here. Got it, guys? Next. So coming to here, we are going to use, so maybe we are going to use network to access our hard disk also. I will tell you. EBS, with the help of network only, we are going to access elastic block storage. So hard disk, elastic block storage is a hard disk. We are going to connect with the help of network only, right? But coming to our laptop, directly we are going to insert the hard disk into our laptop. So that's why we have the good speed. We can store and we can retrieve the data. Coming to file storage, a little bit slow. LAN we require, and here we require internet. Object storage, internet we require, Google Drive. So without internet, we are unable to access the Google Drive, right? Like the same way. And here, use case, operating systems, databases, everything we are going to install it our hard disk itself only. Here, share data. With the help of share folder only, we are going to share the data. So we are unable to install the operating system. We are unable to deploy the databases here. Got it, guys? And here, you can share your images. You can save your images into your Google storage, right? Google Drive. So got it, guys? Scalable. Can we scale this one? Can we increase the 1 TB hard disk into the 2 TB? Is it possible? I have 1 TB hard disk, man. I need to increase 1 TB hard disk to 2 TB. It's possible. It's not possible. We need to purchase the new hard disk. We need to purchase the new hard disk. And coming to here, so few what we can scale. We can create the multiple share folders here. But here we have 15 GB by default into Google Drive. Then automatically we can increase 15 to 20 na. 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, like this we can increase. But we need to pay. So scalability will have into object storage. This is one advantage we'll have into the object storage, but we are unable to install the operating system. So if you need to install the operating system, always you should have the block storage. Now we are focusing on block storage. I hope you're clear. So we are going to store the data into the blocks. Block storage means how we are trying to storing the, like our objects, our files into our hard disk. Let's see here. I'll make few diagrams. With the help of that, easily you are going to understand. So for example, so we have hard disk. This is one hard disk, right? So our block storage. Now I have one file called file1. I have one file called file1, right, guys? So this is file1, it having content. How this file1 it is going to store into our hard disk. So this file1, it will divide into the multiple parts. This file1, it will divide into the multiple chunks, small chunks, right? The file1 having chunks, those chunks having one unique identifier, one unique number it will provide for the chunks, right, guys? So inside this hard disk, automatically file1, it is going to store into blocks, one chunk into this block, another chunk into this block. Like this, it is going to store the data into blocks. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Let's see here. We are going to store the data into multiple blocks. So yes, no. It is going to store the data into multiple blocks. This file1, it will divide into the multiple parts, each part having one unique identifier, unique number. With the help of that number, the data it is going to store into blocks. Block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4, like that. So that's why we are calling block storage. For example, you know very well about cold storage godowns, right? Cold storage godown. So Mirchi people, Mirchi, like we are going to store into the cold storage godowns itself only, right? Yes, no. So for example, assume this, we have one godown. So in that godown, we are try to pouring the like maybe 2 tons mirchi. If you pour into that 2 tons mirchi, then what will happen? So you are unable to pour another ton. It is going to occupy entire space. Instead of pouring the 2 ton, like 3 ton mirchi, what we are going to do? We are going to get that mirchi, we are going to put into the cotton boxes. If you keep into those all the like mirchis into the cotton boxes, easily we can arrange. Easily we can store more. Same concept in hard disk. Got it, guys? While you are trying to storing your data, the data it is going to divide into multiple chunks. The chunks it is going to store into the multiple blocks. How we are going to identify those data? With the help of unique identifiers. So this is block 1, block 2, like this we have, and those chunks also having one small number. With the help of that number, we are going to get the information from our hard disk. Clear now? I hope you got it, how we are trying to storing the data into our hard disk, right? So coming to EBS, elastic block storage. EBS stands for elastic block storage. Got it, guys? So EBS stands for elastic block storage. So EC2 instance is our computer. For example, we have our laptop. Without hard disk, do we have the laptop? Without hard disk, we are unable to install the operating system. If you doesn't have the operating system, how you are going to interact? There is no use. Yes, no. So that's why what we need to do, we should connect the secondary storage device that is called hard disk. Inside the hard disk, we are going to install the operating system in our laptop. Like the same way, EC2 also one laptop. EC2 also one virtual laptop. This EC2, it is going to support different hard disks. Got it, guys? So it will support EBS and as well as instance store block. Two types of hard disks will have. So 99% people, they are going to use EBS only, elastic block storage only. Okay. Instant storage block is a old. For example, so we have old SATA hard disk and nowadays we are using SSD. I hope you got it, the difference. So what is the difference between SSD and SATA? Speed wise good, performance wise good, right? Like the same way here, and that too nowadays SATA hard disk, SSD hard disk, we can, if you try to installing the like operating system, you're going to get the good speed, good boot speed, right? And then we can attach unlimited, right, storage. But coming to EBS, it's one kind of SSD only. I hope you got it, guys. It's one kind of SSD, but this EBS volume, we are not going to attach directly into our EC2 instance. So we have storage blocks and we are going to get the EBS volume from the storage blocks, and then we are going to attach this EBS to our EC2 instance through internet, through network. So like this. Got it, guys? So like this. So this is our EBS, right? So we have the multiple EBS volumes, those all virtual. Those all virtual. So we are going to attach one EBS volume to our EC2 instance in AWS. This is total EC2 instance. This EC2 instance, it connecting with the help of EBS volume. This is a root volume we are going to say. In this root volume itself only, we are going to install the operating system. Clear, guys? Without root volume, you are unable to install the operating system. So clear. So coming to EBS, elastic block storage. EBS, elastic block storage, is a network attached virtual device. It's a virtual hard disk we are going to connect to our EC2 instance through network, right? It's a persistence. Persistence means if you stop and if you reboot the EC2 instance, no data will deleted. So data it is, we are not going to lose. Even if you stop the EC2 instance, even if you reboot the EC2 instance. And it is not a direct attached storage. So it's a network attached storage, already we discussed, right? So we need to attach this EBS volume through network itself only. Got it, guys? And we have one more type. So what is that? Instance store block. This is little bit old technology. Instance store backed EC2 is a virtual hard disk. It will attach to EC2 directly, like our internal hard disk. In our laptop, we have internal hard disk, right? So this internal hard disk directly it is going to connect with on top of the motherboard in our laptop, in our desktop, like the same way. Got it, guys? Like the same way. Limit only 10 GB. So 10 GB limit, it's not enough for us, right? So nowadays, most of the people, they're using like huge data, like they try to storing, right? 10 GB is not enough. So it will support only 10 GB limit, right? So it's a ephemeral storage. Ephemeral persistence, you need to remember those both the technical words. Persistence means even if you reboot, even if you restart, even if you stop, whatever if you want to can do, you are not going to lose the data. Here ephemeral storage means if you're rebooting, if you're restarting, right? If you stop and if you start, you are going to lose your data. So that's why it's not recommended. I hope you're clear, guys. So according to this diagram, easily you are going to understand. Let's see. So this is instant storage and this is EBS backed, right? So now we are going to connect the EBS volume through network, right? Through network only we are going to connect. But coming to instant store, this volume directly it is going to attach to your EC2 instance, not through network. So directly it is going to attach, but we'll have the good speed than this one. Compared to EBS, we will have the good speed, read write speed, good speed we'll have here because this hard disk is directly attached to this EC2 instance. So that's why. I hope you're clear, guys. Right. Next, those all interview point of questions. So EBS is a block storage. Block storage means already we discussed now. What is block storage? EBS is a raw unformatted volume we can attach to EC2 instance. So raw unformatted volume means it doesn't have any file system. You are unable to store the data directly. First, we need to format. For example, while you are purchasing one plot into Hyderabad, somewhere in Jubilee Hills or Banjara Hills, right? So can we stay there? Plot, I'm saying, I'm not saying flat. Plot, P-L-O-T. Plot means one place. So that place, it's an empty place, right? So in that place, we have garbage and the small like plants and trees like this we have. We are unable to stay there. Then what we need to do? We need to clean that garbage first. Yes, no. Like the same way, EBS is a raw. Raw means unformatted. It doesn't have any file system to store the data. How we are unable to stay into our plot like the same way. First, what we need to do? We need to clean. We need to clean that plot, right? So that is called formatting. That is called formatting. Formatting in the sense we are assigning file system. We are assigning file system. So if you assign the file system, practically I'll show you, don't worry, okay? So if you assign the file system, then only we are going to store the data. जैसा हम लोग खाली जगह पे तो स्टे नहीं कर पाएंगे ना, वैसे ही फर्स्ट हम लोग वो जो प्लेस को क्लीन करना चाहिए. वी नीड टू क्लीन दैट प्लॉट, then only we can stay like the same way. So EBS we can attach through network like virtual device. So one EBS volume can attach with the only one instance. Guys, this point you can ignore now. It got updated now. This is old point. Before one EBS volume, we are going to attach to only one instance. But nowadays, we can attach one EBS volume with multiple instances. That is little bit advanced concept. I'm not going to cover here, right? So got it, guys. So this point, it's a old point, fourth point. So nowadays we can attach one EBS volume with multiple instances. Multi-attach concept we can, right? So EBS volume and EC2 instance both shoot into the same AZ. I'll tell you. For example, we have laptop into this room. If you keep the hard disk into the another room, then what will happen? Can we attach that hard disk into this room laptop? We have two different rooms, guys. So room one having laptop, room two having hard disk. Then how you are going to connect? Availability zone means one availability zone we should have. So in the same room itself only you have your laptop and hard disk, then only we can connect. Got it, guys? So EBS volumes and EC2 instance both shoot into same availability zone, right? And EBS volume data is replicate into the same availability zone. Replication means repeatedly means we are going to get the like replications because of backup into the same availability zones itself only it is going to replicate. So how many EBS volumes we can? 20 per account, right? And then see guys here, for example, if we have the no additional network interface attached on the EBS volume, how many? 27. If it doesn't have the additional network interface. If we having additional network interface, NIC card, network interface means NIC card only, na? We discussed already. Without knowing NIC card, how you are going to understand about network interface? So that's why I have given the information about NIC cards. Got it, guys? If we having additional NIC card, you can connect to NVMe. NVMe, you know, na latest technology. SSD latest technology, NVMe. NVMe and then 24 EBS volume to it. Clear? Got it, guys? So network interfaces, NIC cards. If you having additional NIC card, then 2 NVMe and 24 EBS. Got it, guys? You can attach 24 EBS volume to it, right? So coming to this one is important. Guys, for Linux instance, maximum we can connect 40 volumes, but it's not sure. We are unable to say 40 volumes we can attach, but we have the possibility, but it's not sure. I hope you got it, guys, right? Next, coming to EBS. If you know about this diagram, then you are going to understand the EBS volume. Okay. If reboot, everything may be gone. Yes, ma. So got it, guys. Let's see here. Please focus on this diagram. Easily you are going to understand the EBS volumes. If you know about this diagram, that is enough. Coming to EBS, we have three types. If someone they're asking in interview, how many types of EBS volumes will have? How many types? Three types. One is not two, man, three types, right? So one is SSD, another one is HDD, and we have one more type that is previous generation or magnetic standard. But no one they're using this one. This is a little bit old technology. Got it, guys? So SSD means solid state drive. Then HDD means hard disk drive. And then we have one more type that is previous generation or magnetic standard. Okay. So guys, I have highlighted few things here. SSD is a boot, not 3 only. मैं 3 बोल रहा हूँ तो आप लोग 6 बोल रहे हैं रवि कुमार. I am saying 3, right? So EBS having 3 types: SSD, HDD, and previous generation or magnetic standard. Only 3 types. Don't say 6 types in interview. 99% people they are saying like that only, 6 type like that. Okay, 5 types, 6 types like that people they are saying. ये भी consider कर रहे हो लोग, इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ. Don't consider this one. Those all subtypes. SSD is a bootable. Bootable means we can install the operating system. So again, SSD having two more types. One is general purpose SSD and provisioned IOPS SSD. General purpose having GP2, GP3. Actually, in older versions, we'll have GP1 also, but GP1 doesn't have. GP means general purpose. General purpose means medium and moderate speed, and then we can interact with that particular general purpose, like our i3 laptop and with our SSD hard disk. Got it, guys? General purpose. So general purpose SSD having two type, GP2, GP3. General purpose version 2, general purpose version 3. We have a GP1 also before, right? And coming to provision IOPS. So provision IOPS volume having again two types. One is IO1, IO2. Those all API names. Those all what we are going to call API names. You should not consider the API name as a type. I hope you got it now. API name is different. Type is a different. Type having multiple API names. SSD is a one type. SSD type having two different. General purpose SSD. General purpose SSD also having two APIs. GP2, GP3. Then provision IOPS having two. IO1, IO2. I hope you got it, guys. Next, coming to HDD, this is non-bootable, means you are unable to install the operating system into HDD. Got it, guys? You are unable to install the operating system into HDD. You are unable to install, right? Okay. So here also we'll have two types again, subtypes. One is throughput optimized. Another one is cold HDD. You can say API name ST1, SC1. Clear, guys? Okay. So this is old. Previous generation are magnetic standard. This is also bootable. Bootable means we can install the operating system. Non-bootable means we are unable to install the operating system. Remember. So this diagram I will share you. With the help of this diagram, easily you are going to understand about EBS structure. Clear? Right. So already we discussed now. Same thing. Same thing will have. So I hope you're clear, guys. Yes, no, about EBS. Right? So what is throughput? SSD cheaper? చెప్పరా మళ్ళీ ఓకే ఆ ఇంగ్లీష్లో చదవడానికే కష్టం మళ్ళీ తెలుగులో రాయండి మీరు రైట్ సో SSD మీన్స్ విచ్ వన్ దిస్ వన్ మా దిస్ వన్ ఓన్లీనా so SSD means state solid state drive, right? So SSD is a bootable volume. We can install the operating system into SSD. SSD having two types. One is general purpose, another one is provision IOPS, right? And general purpose having two APIs, GP2, GP3. And then provision IOPS having two APIs, IO1 and IO2. So in this volumes itself only, we are going to install the operating system. So we are unable to install the operating system here, but we can install the operating system here. Got it, guys? Clear now? Isha. Banu Teja. Meaning of non-bootable. Are Banu Teja. Non-bootable means we are unable to install the operating system. It is not going to boot with the help of that volume. System, it is not going to boot with the help of that volume. Booting means starting. Clear? You can install the OS into internal hard disk. If you're having secondary hard disk, so primary partition, secondary partition like this we'll have in our hard disk. Okay. In secondary partition, we are unable to install the operating system like the same way. We can store only objects. We are unable to install the operating system into the secondary partition. Extended partition usually we are going to call. So we don't have that much of time to explain. Actually, EBS volume, it will take usually in official AWS class, it will take minimum 4 days. एक दिन में पढ़ाना है तो नहीं होता ना यार. So got it, guys. Right. Next. So I hope you're clear. And what is the difference between those three and those APIs? Now we are going to discuss. Theory is important. Practical session utna zyada nahi rehta. Don't worry. It's very easy practice. Theory is important here. Practice simple. You are going to attach the EBS volume into the EC2 instance. It's not a big deal. Attach, detach. That's it. But how we need to work, I'll teach you to. Good. Online count is good now. What about offline? What happened offline? Any new movie it got released? No, right? नहीं, मेरा फेस देख देख के बोर लग रहा है. हाँ, क्या यार? शॉर्ट कटिंग करा लिया, इस वजह से नहीं आ रहा है. हाँ, right. So tell them this is a very, very important. Last sessions are very, very important. You attend like basic sessions. Now we are discussing little bit advanced. And then if you didn't attend, then how you are going to get the knowledge? Tell me. Tell to your friends, right? So till we'll have the session till 20. The Saturday is a weekend we are going to enjoy, right? So got it, guys. Let's see here. Description. General purpose SSD. General purpose SSD. Balance plan. Performance for a wide. So I hope you got it. Generally, general purpose means if you need to watch the movies, then if you need to store normal data, your personal data and somewhat your official data, for that we are going to use this general purpose, right? And this is also provision IOPS also, but here we are going to use critical applications. Critical applications means we have some applications related to medical, hospital related. Those kind of applications we are going to deploy here. Okay, got it, guys. Low cost here, and this is also low cost because we are unable to install the operating system into those both the hard disks. We can store only objects. We can store only files into throughput optimize and then code to optimize. And this is already we know EBS magnetic. So previous generation, this is little bit old. API names GP2, GP3, and here IO1, IO2. Then this is ST1, SC1 standard. API names, right? Next. So use case. Most workloads, general purpose only now, most workloads we can manage. Large databases. I said critical applications, hospital related. So we'll have one like corporate hospital. Those people, they need to maintain the application. So they have many branches. So like this people, they are going to use this volume, right? And then this one, big data, data warehousing. So for that, we are going to use this one. And this is file servers. File servers, we know FTP file, FTP servers will have. So we are going to, for example, movie rule will have, right? Movie rule will have, right? So you are going to download the movies from the movie rule. Those people, they are going to maintain file servers. Got it? Next. And this one, infrequent data. Maybe if no one they are using, maybe if you need to use means we are going to store infrequent data. Infrequent data means we are not going to use frequently. Some data we need to maintain. अपने pictures है, अपने for example, we have few movies. Those movies are very unique movies, like Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn will have, right? Wrong Turn is a good movie, right? So usually we are going to कभी तो भी watch करना है हम लोगों को फिर से. Then like that movie we are going to store there. But no one they're using magnetic stripe because it's a old generation. It's a old generation. Next, size 1 GB to 16 TB here. Here 4 GB to 16 TB. Then here 5 GB minimum, maximum 16 TB here. And then coming to here 500 GB to 16 TB, 500 GB to 16 TB, 1 GB to 1 TB. This is very less. So maximum people, they are going to use this one or this one. General purpose only maximum people they are going to use. If you need to store heavy applications, database kind of stuff, then you are going to adapt provision IOPS, right? I'll tell you what is IOPS, what is throughput, what is latency, everything I'll tell you. Don't worry, you're going to get one clarity. So next, IOPS, I'll tell you what is IOPS. Don't worry, 16,000 IOPS, and here 64,000 IOPS. IOPS stands for input output per second. IOPS full form, input output per second. I will explain you with the help of a diagram. Don't worry. What is IOPS? Okay. Then here 500 IOPS, and here 250 IOPS, and here minimum 40 to 200. Very low IOPS, right? And coming to here, this is bootable. This is also bootable. This is not bootable. This is not bootable, and this is bootable. Before we discuss now, and then bursting. Bursting means, right? For example, if you try to storing like huge data into GP2, it is going to burst. Bursting means it is going to stop the performance. Got it, guys? But coming to GP3, no. Right? And here, no. But coming to throughput, yes. Here, yes. But here, no. Performance, it is going to pause. That is called bursting. I hope you clear get the differences between those, right? So now what we are going to do, what is IOPS, what is throughput, what is latency, those three terms we are going to discuss. Okay, this is already we have hard disk, right? Already we have hard disk, right? So assume this is IOPS. IOPS means input output per second. Input output action per second. 99% people what they are going to say, IOPS means input output per second, full form input output per seconds only. But how we need to understand input actions, output actions per second. What kind of input action, output actions we have? Yes, guys. What type of actions we have? Huh? Read, write, delete. Read action, write action, and delete action. Got it, guys? Those all IO actions. IO stands for input output per second, means input action, output action per second. What type of input output actions will have? Read, write, and delete. Those all IO actions. For example, I am doing per second one read action, and one write action, one write action, and one delete action. Got it, guys? So one read, one write, one delete. This is per second. Simple, guys. We are doing multiple works, small tasks, okay, into our home. We are doing cooking. We are cleaning our home, right? We are cleaning our home, right? Small tasks. Then we are trying to arranging our cupboard, and then we are trying to making our bed. Got it, guys? Clear? Like this actions per seconds. पर सेकंड में कितने एक्शंस हम लोग कर पाएंगे, पर सेकंड में कितने काम हम लोग कर पाएंगे. दैट इज कॉल्ड IOPS. Input output per second. What type of input output actions will have? Read, write, delete per second. Small task. I am deleting, I am reading, I am writing per second. That is called IOPS. What is throughput? Throughput means how much data we are sending, or we are writing, we are reading from our hard disk. Got it, guys? For example, I have read the 4 KB data, 4 KB data per second. I have written 4 MB data per second. I have deleted 4 KB data per second. That is called throughput. Got it now? So maximum people, they have the confusion between IOPS and throughput. I hope you're clear now. So what kind of actions we are doing in per second? Small task you can say. हम लोग छोटे छोटे काम करेंगे ना, per second में कितने काम कर रहे हैं, right? I hope you got it. So throughput in the sense, how much data we are reading, how much data we are writing, how much data we are deleting per second. That is called throughput. For example, 1 second, I have deleted 4 KB data. This is throughput. Within a 1 second, I have saved 4 MB data. This is throughput. Right? Latency. Already we discussed about latency, right? Latency means distance. We have, okay, so I'll use same diagram. So now I'm trying to sending the request to get the data. Okay. I'm trying to sending the request to this hard disk to get the data. The request, it is going to reach to our hard disk maybe 1 second. Hard disk, it is trying to providing the response to us. So response also, it's taking 1 second. 1 second plus 1 second, how much? 2 second latency. Already we discussed, I think so, right? While you are trying to traveling from Hyderabad to your hometown, how many hours it will take? Maybe 10 hours. Again, if you are trying to traveling from your hometown to Hyderabad, again 10 hours it will take. So 10 plus 10, 20 hours latency. Clear, guys? Yes, no? I hope you clear latency. Delay. Delay is a latency. You're trying to communicating with server. The server, it is going to provide the response within a 2 second. 2 second is a latency. 1 second for request, 1 second for response, total 2 second. 2 second latency will have to get the response from our server. Clear now? I hope you clear what is IOPS, what is throughput, what is latency. Good. So now we are going to perform few practical session. Don't worry, I will upload those images. But mine is 32 hours. Good, ma. Then don't travel. 32 hours. कहाँ से आप? Mahesh. From where? You are from Uttar Pradesh, UP. Bihar. Lallu uncle, right? I think now we doesn't have Lallu uncle, right? Bihar means Lallu uncle is a famous, right? Huh? Lallu uncle means Lallu Prasad Yadav, guys. हाँ हाँ, जया आंटी गई, जया आंटी ऊपर, जयललिता, तमिलनाडु. So Pawan Kalyan dialogue, man. In Kushi we have Lallu uncle, Jaya auntie, na. हाँ, हाँ. So he's a famous only, na. So that's why Pawan Kalyan he used the dialogue. हाँ. आपका क्या है यार वो? है, मैं एक बार चेक करूंगा. राइट. हरीश, राइट. 1 minute. यहाँ पे ऑनलाइन में बहुत सारे लोग हैं यार। क्या करेंगे? सो कॉपी कर दे रहे हैं इसीलिए। Right. So guys, now what we are going to do in the sense, first I'm going to launch one instance, right? I'll create one EBS volume. Then I'm going to attach the EBS volume to our instance. Apart from root volume, right? By default, while you're trying to launching the instance, you'll have the root volume. So in the root volume itself only, we are going to install the operating system. So like this we are doing. For example, this is EC2 instance. Okay. This EC2 instance, already it having one EBS volume. Okay. This is our EC2 instance. This EC2 instance, it having already EBS volume. Okay. For example, this is one EBS volume. This is one EBS volume. And this is root volume. Okay. So root volume means it having operating system. It having operating system. So we are trying to launching this one along with this root volume. I'll do one thing. I'm going to use Windows machines only. You people, you are getting confused if I'm using Linux machines. Okay. Maybe it will take time. Why I have used yesterday Linux machine means because quickly it is going to launch, but Windows it will take time. So now we have EC2 instance. This EC2 instance already it having EBS volume with root volume. Then it having operating system. Then what I'm doing, I'm trying to creating one more EBS volume. My personal EBS volume, maybe GP2 or GP3, whatever if you want to can use. General purpose version 2. Then here, this is GP2 with 10 GB I'm going to attach. So this volume, we are going to attach to this EC2 instance. So how many volumes we have as of now? Two. One is, what happened? Got it, guys? One is our root volume, it having operating system. Another one is additional volume we are attaching. This is the lab we are going to perform. Got it, guys? So let's get started. So now I'm going to launch EC2 instance. I'll do one thing. I'm going to use Hyderabad region only. Launch instance. Right? Launch instance. Okay. Leave about Linux. Then I'm trying to launching Windows instance, right? So Windows server. Right. So go a little bit down. Browse. Don't use latest one. Maybe you'll have it some bugs. Because of that reason, I am using little bit old version. We should not get the errors. We need to check latest one. Then only. So we don't have that much of time now. So select free tier. Then go a little bit down and select any Windows. I am using 2022 or 19, whatever if you want to can use. I'm using 2019 image. 19 base, right? So next what we need to do, instance type we need to select. It's very slow internet, guys. So go a little bit down and then T3 micro, and then I'm using same key. No need to create key. Yesterday we did S1, right? Same key I'm using. And network settings also no need to bother, right? But you need to find the availability zone. In that availability zone only, we need to create this one. Those both the EC2 instance and EBS volume both should into same availability zone. Those both we should into same AZ. This is AZ. Got it? Those volumes EC2 both should into the same availability zone. Okay, right. So go and launch the instance. Launch instance. So already we have one EBS 30 GB and this is root. It's not encrypted. If you want, you can go to advanced settings. So here we'll have the EBS volume. If you want, you can add additional volume also, but I'm not attaching additional volume now. We'll discuss later. I'm going to create individually, then I'm going to attach this volume. Directly, if you want, you can attach while you are trying to launch time itself only, but we'll do later, okay? Then launch instance. Then view all instances. So it will take time because 3 by 3 check pass we need to get. So until we need to wait. Okay, I'll do one thing. In between, we'll create EBS volume. But you need to check the availability zone. Which availability zone? AP South 2A, right? So go little bit down. Here we'll have elastic block storage. Then volumes we have, see. Click volumes. Click volumes. Now according to this diagram, I'm trying to creating this one. This volume, right? So click volume. Already we have one volume. It belongs to our operating system. Then create volume. Create volume. GP3 by default we have. See guys, if you want, you can select GP2 also, your wish. Your wish, right? Then here we'll have 100 GB. Don't keep 100 GB, 10 GB is enough. If you're providing 100 GB, it is going to charge. So minimum 1 GB, maximum how much? 16 TB. Approximately 16 TB. That is what we discussed before, right? If you select this one, it is also showing minimum 1 GB. How much? 65 TB. See guys. Yes, no. Round figure कर दिया ये. I hope you got it right. Right. So now which one? I am selecting GP2 10 GB. IOPS 100 per 30. So minimum 3 IOPS per GB. It is going to charge. IOPS calculator will have, with the help of IOPS calculation we can calculate. Those all I am going to cover into paid session. Not here. वो अगर बोल दिया आपको confusion हो जाएगा. So you are going to get confused, right? So GB, GIB both are same, man. Okay. Right. So got it now. Here, which one we need to select? 2A only, na? By default, you have 2A only. Better to select 2A because our EC2 instance, it's available into 2A itself only. And then if you want, you can provide the snapshot. Doesn't require. We'll discuss later about snapshot. Okay. And if you want, you can provide the encryption also. No need to bother about encryption. If you select encryption, again, you need to select the encrypted key here. Encrypted key. So if you need to understand encryption, we have one service called key management service. So here we are unable to cover here. So that's why leave about encryption, right? If you want, you can add tag. For example, I'm adding name tag and I'm trying to adding my EBS, right? And then create volume. So create volume. So your EC2 instance and your EBS volume both should into same region. Sorry, Same availability zone, right? See guys, my EBS is a tag and this is ID, type GP2, then 10 GB, 100 IOPS, right? And then go a little bit. So the volume is available, but not in use. We have one hard disk, but we didn't connect this hard disk into our laptop, right? This hard disk is available, but this one in use, see, in use means it's connecting with our EC2 instance, it having our operating system. I hope you're clear, guys. Go to instances. Okay. Now we got a 3x3 check pass, right? Now we got a 3x3 check pass. See. Now go to connect. How we need to connect this one? So just I'm trying to connecting, then I'm going to connect the EBS volume to that one, right? So go to RDS, download, and then click get password, then upload the S1 file. S1 PEM file, then click open and then decrypt it. Then copy password. I hope you know how we need to access, right? Click Windows Server, RDP, click connect, then paste the password, then click OK. Got it, guys? Then accept security alert. So clear, guys? Accept security alert and then go to my computer. So go to my computer. I think this is my computer. Right? Go to this PC, C drive. You have C drive, right? Only one drive will have. Now what we are doing, minimize this one. Go to AWS login console. Go to EC2. Go to EC2. Then go to EBS volumes. Then select second one, right? And then go to action. And then what we need to do? Attach volume. So attach volume. Then automatically you got a EC2 instance ID. Then device name you can give, for example, first device, VDB means virtual hard disk. Then attach. Now the volume it got attached. If you want, you can check the status it's in use. Go to your operating system, refresh it. Okay, so now how to access? By default, you won't get. How we need to access this one? We attached, right? So go to Windows key, use Windows key, then server manager, server manager. Already you know server manager, right? While we are installing web server at the time we discuss. Go to server manager, we need to wait few minutes. Because of that, I am not going to use Windows. Linux 2 minutes में हो जाएगा. And then two commands we are going to execute, then we are going to verify. And then it will take time. So here we are going to get the disk related option. We need to wait few minutes. Right. See guys here. File and storage service. Click this one. Then we'll have disks. Disks. Files and storage. Click disk. Then two disks we'll have. See. Two online, but one disk it doesn't have the file system. So if you doesn't have file system, you are unable to get here. So that's why right click, new, next, next, okay. Automatically it will assign, it will format D letter, D drive, then give next, NTFS file system it is assigning, formatting, next, and then create. Got it guys? Close. Now it having GPT partition schema. Go to what happened here. See, got it guys? I hope you're clear. So now what I'm doing, I'm trying to creating few files into D drive. Okay. So I'm trying to creating few files and folders into D drive. Right. So what I'm doing in the sense, I'm trying to deleting this one. Before deleting, I'm going to get the snapshot backup. How to get the snapshot? Go to AWS login console, select this volume, right? Then go to action, create snapshot. Then provide the description, my snap, and then create snapshot. So go to snapshots. Here we'll have snapshot option. There you are going to get one snapshot. Guys, after creating the snapshot, please don't forget to delete. It will charge. Got it? So 10 GB snapshot it got created. Now it's in pending. We need to wait few minutes. So it should active. Snapshot status should active. Then what I'm going to do, I am going to delete the EBS volume, right? With the help of the snapshot, again, I am going to recover. Got it, guys? Clear? So here what we are doing, if you want, you can delete the files. If you want, you can delete anything here. Okay. See, here we'll have this one, right? I'm deleting everything, right? I'll do one thing. I will delete entire volume. I will delete entire volume. Then snapshot completed. See. So go to volumes. What I'm doing, I'm trying to selecting this one and then detach. We are removing this volume from the EBS, sorry, EC2, right? Then it got detached. So available. Now I'm trying to deleting this entire volume. Go to here, delete volume, and then delete it. The volume it got deleted successfully. Go to your operating system, then go to file manager. There is no D drive. It gone. Yes, no. Right. So now go to your management console. We have snapshot, right? I'm recovering with the help of the snapshot. Click snapshot, select the snapshot, go to action, then create volume from snapshot. Simple. It's not a big deal. So now we are trying to creating the volume with the 10 GB, then create volume. This volume we are going to attach now. So got it, guys? Go to volumes. There you'll have the two volumes now. Then first volume we need to attach, right? This one. Select and then action, then attach, then It's very simple. If you did practice, then easily you are going to understand. It's not a big deal. If you're completing your practical session, then you're going to understand. So now go to your operating system. See, actually, I have deleted everything, right? So with the help of snapshot, we can recover. But you need to take a snapshot, then only it's possible. Clear, guys? How to attach, we cover. How to detach, we cover. How we need to get the snapshot, right? Then how to increase this volume size. I have 10 GB. So I'm trying to increasing this 10 GB volume to maybe 15 GB. Can we increase? Go to AWS login console, right? And then select this volume. Then action. We have which option? Modify volume option will have. Then 10 GB to you can increase. So guys, but you are unable to provide 9 GB. You are unable to provide 9 GB. So let's see. Error we are getting, see. Minimum 10 GB because we create the volume with 10 GB size. You are unable to reduce, but you can increase. You are unable to reduce the size, but we can increase the size. 15, right? Go a little bit down, modify. It's very simple. I said, nah, theory only here, a little bit important. Practice, nothing will have. So now it became 15C. Go to operating system, still it is showing 10 GB, right? Then how to extend this one? Go to here, right click. See guys, here extend volume will have, see. Don't reset. If you reset, you are going to lose the data. Don't reset. We should not lose our data. We need to extend, right? So don't click here. Here you'll have only two options. Only take offline and then reset. Here we'll have extend option. Click extend. How much we need to extend? 5. Okay, I think 4 will provide. Right, 15, right. Already I think we are adding like that, okay. Maximum size बोल रहा है, okay, 14 दे दो यार. New size first जो दिया था वही correct है यार. Only 10 will have, we need to extend to 5 GB, right? Okay, it's showing like 1 minute. Let's try. Okay. There is a problem with here. Using it will take time. 6% only, like that it's saying. So better to do one thing, 10 to 20 GB you can do. 10 to 20 GB you can do, it will work. Got it, guys? So I hope you're clear how we need to extend, but don't extend from here. Directly you can use this one and then you are going to get extend ho jayega. Clear, guys? So like this you can. Okay, I said to you people, think we have 5 minutes time. How we need to create our own AMI. We are launching one instance with the help of Amazon AMI, right? I'll do one thing. Close this one, right? I'll do one thing. So here, what I'm doing in a sense, I'm trying to creating few files on top of the desktop. Okay. Got it, guys? So I'm trying to creating few files and folders on top of the desktop. I'm going to delete this one instance. So before deleting this instance, I'm going to create one AMI mission image. Instead of taking snapshot, already you know how to take the snapshot. So why unnecessary again snapshot? We are going to discuss some different concept, that is AMI, right? Go to AWS Management Console, then go to snapshots. Already we have one snapshot. I'm trying to deleting this one. Delete snapshot, delete. Right, guys? Snapshot it got deleted. Then create snapshot volume instance. Total instance snapshot I'm taking, right? Which instance, which volume we require. So usually root volume we require, right? Root volume size, how much? Go and root volume ID C75C, right? C75C. Snapshot, guys, snapshot, create snapshot, then total instance, right? We got a only one instance, okay? One instance. Then description, my server snap, and then create snapshot. Right, guys? Go to snapshots. Two volume snapshots we have, right? Go to AMIs. Like this, you can take a snapshot. Okay. Clear, guys? We need to wait few minutes. Otherwise, go to instance, right? One more option also I'll tell you. Like this, you can take a snapshot for both the volumes. Select EC2 instance, go to action, then images and templates. Then directly you can create the image. Before we did total instance snapshots, how many volumes we'll have? Only two volumes we have. Then root volume you can attach to new instance. But with the help of this option, directly you can launch the instance. Got it, guys? Create image, then provide the image name, my server AMI, right? Amazon mission image. Description also same you can give, right? Reboot instance also will have, if you want you can reboot it. So create. Got it, guys? So now the image it got created. I'll do one thing. I'll delete the entire EC2 instance. I'll launch this again, same EC2 instance with the help of image. Got it? Go to images. Here automatically you are going to get one image. See, it's in pending status. We need to wait few minutes. After getting active, then I'm going to delete the EC2 instance. I will launch same EC2 instance with this image. Give me 5 minutes and then I'll finish. Then tomorrow we are going to start S3. Simple storage service. So two different types we have. If you want, you can take a snapshot for individual volumes. If you want, you can create the total image also. Total operating system EC2 instance image also you can create. Don't forget to delete, okay? After completing the lab. Then you are going to get charged. See, if you're interacting with this interface, then only you are going to understand, guys. Even if you want to can make a note, there is no use. If you're interacting with this interface only, you're going to understand. Different OS means same. We are not going to bother about OS. Just we are going to bother about that option. Same OS you will have. Maybe Windows, it may be Linux. You can. Still it isn't pending. Linux also same process only. Linux operating system, you are going to get that set. It's taking time. Still pending, guys. Network issue. Right? How to launch, I will tell you. Let's see. Go to instances. Right? Already we have an instances running. So I'm not deleting. You can delete if you want, you can delete, it's not a problem. Launch instance, same instance I'm trying to creating again with the help of our own image. So new server, okay. Then go a little bit down, guys. Here we'll have my AMIs, right? Click this my AMI. My server AMI we got, right? Then with the help of this AMI, we are trying to launching instance. That's it. Clear? Simple. You can launch the instance. It's not a big deal. So now I'm going to launch and then I'll delete that old instance. Simple. So let's see here. Already we have one instance, right? I'm trying deleting this one. Go to instance state and terminate. If you want, you can use skip shutdown also, guys. It is not going to shut down. Directly it will terminate. See, it's terminating, and this is launching. Same. Try to access this one, then you are going to understand. Excuse me, guys. Clear? So it will take time, guys. We need to get 3x3 check pass, then we can access. Click connect. Go to RDP. Download this one. Get password. It will take 4 minutes. Clear? I hope you got it. Same. I have created few files and directories on top of the desktop, right? Same instance you are going to get. Like this you can. So can I delete everything? Guys, first delete the instances and don't forget to delete the snapshots. Don't forget to delete the snapshot and AMIs. It will charge. Go to volumes. Volumes automatically it will delete along with the EC2 instance. Maybe if you're having any volume, you can delete manually. Available will have, right? Select this one and then delete it. Clear? We have only one volume. It's available. Then select and delete. So manually we did now. So that's why it's not deleting, right? So we need delete. We have option. If you keep the option, automatically it will delete while you are trying to attaching at the time. So what we need to delete snapshots. So we'll have many snapshots. See here. Select those all and go to action and delete snapshot because snapshots are chargeable. So that's why delete it. We are unable to recover, guys. We have some other service. Recently they got launched, but those all very advanced services. Any resource we can recover. Go to AMI. Right? The AMI it's gone. Next, go to snapshots. I think we'll have you snapshots. It will take some time, guys. That's it. We can delete. It's not a problem. It will take some time. Those all public, anybody can access. Disable AMI. Select this disable AMI, and then what you need to do? Deregister. Then permanently it got deleted now. Okay. And then go to snapshots. Now you can delete. Got it now. So actually the snapshots are attached with whom? That AMI. So that's why it's not deleting before. Clear? Like this, you can create the volumes, you can attach the volumes. This is all about EBS. That's all for today, guys. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, S3.